If you're an engineer, entrepreneur, or high level executive, chances are you're under pressure constantly. Deadlines, decision fatigue, an endless workload, the stakes are high and the expectations are even higher. And for many, that pressure gets managed with alcohol. I get it. You're not drinking because you don't care about your work or your health or your family. You're drinking because you care so much that the stress is overwhelming. But here's the problem: alcohol isn't actually helping, it's numbing. And in the long run, it's making everything harder: your focus, your energy, your leadership, your health. This week, we're celebrating both Engineers Week and Entrepreneurs Week, two professions that thrive on innovation, problem solving, and high level decision making. But with high performance and high achievement comes high stress. And too often, professionals in these fields turn to alcohol or other unhealthy coping mechanisms to manage the pressure. That's where I come in. I'm Dr. Joe, and I help professionals and executives manage stress and enjoy life without alcohol. As someone with extensive experience in both clinical work and executive coaching, I understand the unique stressors engineers and entrepreneurs and professionals face. You're not just managing workloads, you're leading teams, making critical decisions, and navigating high pressure environments. This week, we're diving into how to handle executive stress without alcohol so you can perform at your best, sustain your success, and actually enjoy the life you worked so hard to build. Let's get started. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Alcohol isn't just about stress relief, it's built into the professional culture, it's expected. Think about it. How many business meetings happen over drinks? How many networking events revolve around alcohol? If you work in law, finance, tech, consulting, alcohol is practically woven into your industry's DNA. If you don't drink, it can feel like you're not fully participating. You can feel very conspicuous. And here's something I hear from a lot of professionals: I don't even like drinking that much, but it's the easiest way to blend in, unwind, and be part of the conversation. And then there's another reality we don't talk about enough. Alcohol is the one drug that doesn't show up on standard drug tests. I've worked with plenty of high performing professionals, including those in industries with strict drug testing policies, who overdrink simply because it's the only legal, accessible, and acceptable way to take the edge off. So we have this combination of factors: stress, professional culture, networking expectations, and industry norms, all reinforcing alcohol as the default coping mechanism. But here's the question I want you to think about: is it actually serving you? Here's the reality check. What drinking to cope actually does is you drink to relax, but what does it really do? It disrupts your sleep, making you even more exhausted the next day. It clouds your judgment, leading to slower decision making and more mistakes. It increases anxiety because alcohol messes with your brain chemistry. It keeps you stuck in the same cycle: stressed, drinking, recovering, and repeating. If you're nodding along, thinking, yeah, that sounds familiar, please stick with me, because I'm not here to tell you just stop drinking. I'm here to give you a better system for managing stress, one that actually works. All right, let's get into solutions. If you're an engineer, entrepreneur, or executive, you know systems matter. If you don't have a system or a process, things break down. Stress is the same way. If you don't have a system for managing it, it's going to run your life. That's where my signature Thrive framework comes in. This isn't just a motivational acronym. It's a structured approach to stress management that actually works. Here's the Thrive framework. T, thought management. Your brain is the most valuable asset. If stress is controlling your thoughts, it's controlling your decisions. Learning how to reframe stress, challenge negative thought loops, and shift your mindset is the foundation of everything else. H, healthy coping strategies. This is where most people struggle. Instead of defaulting to drinking, overworking, or avoidance, you need real sustainable stress relief. Things like intentional movement, structured downtime, mindfulness, and even simple breath work. These are proven ways to lower stress. R, resilience building. Stress resilience isn't about avoiding stress, it's about handling it without crumbling. This is where things like quality sleep, nutrition, social support, and boundaries come into play. I, intentional recovery. One of the biggest myths in executive culture is that rest is for the weak. That's garbage. If you're constantly running on empty, your performance is suffering. Intentional recovery, real structured rest is a competitive advantage. V, values alignment. Most stress comes from feeling like you're constantly pulled in different directions. When your actions align with your core values, whether it's your business, your health, or your family, you feel more in control and less reactive to stress. E, executive functioning. Your ability to make decisions, plan ahead, and regulate your emotions is everything as a leader. And you can't do that if you're in survival mode. The final part of Thrive is about making sure your daily habits actually support your long term success. I want to leave you with this: sober leadership is high performance leadership. We have this idea that drinking is just part of the job, that it helps with networking, creativity, and winding down. But the truth is, most successful leaders are the ones who have mastered self regulation. They are clear headed, they are emotionally steady, they are not dependent on external substances to function or decompress. Mental clarity is an unfair advantage in business. And if you want to perform at your highest level, if you want to make better decisions, stay ahead of the curve, and actually enjoy your life, you need to protect it. Here's what I want you to do: drop a comment below. What's your biggest source of executive stress? What's one strategy you can commit to today that doesn't involve numbing it? Want more? Download my Executive Stress Workbook, your essential guide to managing high level pressure without alcohol. Subscribe and follow. Let's build a new definition of executive success without the crutch of alcohol. Because your career, your health, your family, and your happiness don't have to be at odds. Let's build that future together.